Kevin here from REI Pebble, and today we have some exciting new features that we've just launched, and I'd like to walk you through them. So let's get into it. So first up is changes to our seller and buyer lead pages. Now when you create a new seller lead, the first thing it'll ask is for a mailer code. So if I type in a mailer code here, you can see that it automatically pulls up the contact and the properties that are associated with that mailer. If I select that, I can put it in any stage I want. Let's start it in due diligence. And now we create that new seller and all of the associated records are there for us. So we've assigned it to the campaign that this mailer came from. We've set the contacts and also added the properties associated with that mailer. So this really helps streamline things and get you started on your process as quickly as possible. Next up, we've added the option for multiple contacts per lead. So I've got my initial lead that came in here, but let's say that I have another contact that I want to add. I can quickly search a contact and add it to this lead, or I can add a brand new contact if they're not already in my contacts list. So that allows you to quickly add additional contacts to your seller leads. You could use this for tracking things like your real estate agent or maybe a photographer that you want to quickly associate with this lead for reference later. Next up are some changes we've made to our template editor, specifically some new placeholders that we've made available. So here on the template editor, you'll notice that we've streamlined some things to make the editing experience a lot better. So we think that you'll be really happy with those changes. But specifically, we've added some new placeholders. We've organized everything under these top-level menus, so that should make things a little bit more organized. But we've also added these new placeholders called all properties, all seller contacts, and all buyer contacts. So this can be great if you're generating a document that has multiple records in it. So let's say you want to purchase multiple properties from multiple people. So I've got multiple owners and they all own these properties, and I want to generate an offer or a contract for all of those records. So here in this document, I've got an inbound sale and purchase contract, and I've got my properties placeholder here. And so what this does is it loops through all of the properties that you've got associated with this document, and it'll print out the information here. I've also got all of the seller contacts and then all of the signature lines down here. So here I have a property where the owner actually has multiple separate properties. So I mailed out a portfolio letter to this Alfred gentleman with all of these associated properties. So let's see what a document looks like for this property. So I'll go to Documents here, and I'll generate a new document, and I'll select my inbound sale and purchase contract. And you can see that it's actually pre-populated all of the properties that this gentleman owns. And it's typed that information out in my document preview here. And then it's also added Alfred's address and his signature line down here. Now what we can do is we can delete any properties that maybe I'm not going to be purchasing. So I can say remove one of those, remove that one. Let's say I'm just going to buy these three properties. So now this document has been updated to reflect those three properties. And I can go ahead now and even change this document however I want. So before you were sort of stuck to what your placeholders had, but now we allow you to fully edit this document as you're generating it. So we can go in here and clear some things up. Let's say we just want some more space here. Let's say that I'm going to change the date to let's say June 15th. So I can just go in here and very easily just change the text. Maybe I need to tweak some things and add another line item here. I can very quickly do that, and I can get the full editor experience right there when I'm generating the document. Once I'm satisfied with how the document looks, I can click Save Document. This will go ahead and generate the PDF. You'll notice now that the placeholder, that blue background goes away on the final document. It's just there to show you what is placeholder information. So now I have my document. It's associated with all three of those properties, and I've printed out everything correctly. So that's what's new in REI Pebble. Please try out these new features, give us your feedback, and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.